Heat back in action tonight. They're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. We will have that game for you here on 790, 7:30 tip-off from Atlanta, and you will be able to hear that game right here on the Ticket 6:15 pregame show. Jonathan Zaslow and Tommy Tag will get you going and get you prepped for all the game. So the word yesterday was that we got Trae Young. We got word on his injury. He is going to be out for a little bit. He's got apparently the injury is not as bad as they thought it was, which is good for the Hawks. He is, but he is going to be out tonight. They got to wait for the swelling to go down and things like that. So he's going to be out. As far as the Heat's concerned, the Heat have to keep an eye on Tyler Hero. He's questionable with right foot soreness. Oladipo remains out, and then Gabe Vincent, I guess, is dealing with some knee soreness, but he is probable for tomorrow. So this is a big one for the Heat. They gotta get the tiebreaker as far as it's concerned in their division. They're 1-1 right now with the Atlanta Hawks as we go into the home stretch here. Got about 15 games left for Miami, and they are looking to cement themselves out of that play-in scenario. I think the Celtics got a win yesterday. I'm trying to bring up the standings from yesterday. For whatever reason, ESPN is going super slow for me, but it's a big one from that standpoint. Is you're close with Atlanta. Atlanta just suffered a blow. They're a game on top of you, and you want to get that tie break. So right now the Heat sits still in that play-in status, but it's still very, very close as they're only a game back in the loss column of the Knicks, the Hawks, and the Celtics. So that's where they stand right now. And hopefully for Trae Young, he gets healthy. He gets healthy pretty soon because it looked really gnarly when it happened. Really, really bad. So exciting game for tonight. We're excited to go check it out and get that for you. So Leroy, I wanted to play this for you.
Okay.
So Duncan Robinson,
mm-hmm.
he is he has a little show called The Long Shot, which you guys can listen to on the Odyssey app. You guys can go download that, AUDACY, if you want to listen to Dunk's podcast. And he was talking this week about the game winner between for Bam Adebayo against the Brooklyn Nets.
Uh-huh.
And Duncan, he explained that this actually was something that they dealt with in practice earlier in the year, way earlier in the year.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he almost screwed up the Duncan Robinson game winner when it was in practice. And
he's the Bam
game winner, excuse me. And so he said that this scenario that they had in preseason nearly happened to a T, and he felt like he almost screwed it up again. Here's Duncan on the Long Shot podcast, which you can listen to on the Odyssey app.
I was on Bam's team, and it was tie game, very similar situation. Tie game in practice, in a Miami Heat practice scrimmage. Bam comes down the floor, makes it very clear he's taking the last shot. I was like, I don't know where I was maybe mentally, but like same kind of thing. It comes up on the left wing, like almost to a T. Somebody like sets like a kind of a fake pin down just to create some like whatever action for me on the backside. I fly off of the pin down and run towards the ball because I'm thinking like I'm gonna shoot the game winner. Like I'm missing the moment of like clearly Bam is like trying. It was Precious who was on defense. Clearly Bam is like trying to sun the rookie and let him know like this is his right. Like our first big scrimmage in training camp. I like run to the ball. Bam like pissed off, like why is Duncan like waves me out? So I wave out to the exact same corner, the exact same setup that was this game winner the other day. And I'm sitting there like, and Andre was guarding me. And I'm sitting in the corner and I'm like, oh, I just messed this up for Bam. Like now the spacing's kind of messed up. He doesn't have as much room to operate. He ends up driving. Andre gets involved because I'm in the corner. Because Andre's like a high-level IQ. No, he knows Bam's not going to pass him. And leaves as Bam starts to drive, doubles, and Bam gets bailed out by a foul, and we ended up winning, so it was fine. So fast forward to the other day in the Nets game, and there I am again, finding myself in that exact same corner. And as he's going into his bag, I'm just thinking to myself, oh, dear, I think I might have just f***ed this up again. And I'm like, I just really hope Bam makes this. And luckily, not that Kyrie isn't a smart basketball player, because he is. He didn't help at all, really. And Bam still had space to operate. But our coaching staff, one coach in particular, was giving me a hard time and was like, dude, you did it again. He's like, we talked about this in practice. Like, let the man just have his space and go. But it ended up working out. So obviously I made the right decision, right?
Yep. Look, it happens. It's like you get into a game situation and you know what you're supposed to do, right? Like, because you run these sets all the time, you run these plays all the time. But then there comes a time during the game where you're really not running the play. You're just doing whatever you can at that moment to get it done. And you have to be aware. We've done it all the time. We've had plays in the huddle where it's 3rd and 5, 3 minutes left to go in the game. You got to throw it. They think you might run it. So they're in base defense. So everybody's just manned up on the outside. And, they'll go max protection, Randy go deep. That's it. That's the play, because they're singling them up because they don't want to run the ball. And it never fails. Another guy will run a route or a back won't stand and protect, and it'll speed that process up. Now, you can still make the play, but it shouldn't have been as difficult because you weren't aware of the circumstances of the game. And it does happen, and you just have to pay attention. It's one of those things. That's why, it's moments like that when you think, why do teams need practice? And why do you need to do stuff in simulated game situations? That's it. That's it. It happens. Belichick used to say, it's not a football game. It's a series of game situations. And if you win all those situations, you'll win the game.
My favorite part of the entire clip is where Duncan just goes, "Oh dear."
Oh yeah, but like he dropped 17 cuss words and then he goes, "Oh dear." Like,
oh dear.
Come on, June.
And he would.
Right.
That's how he would.
And put his hand over, "Oh dear."
Oh dear. I effed this up.
Like, but then, and Robbie, why are you flinching when it's bleeped out, dude?
Well, I told him, I was like, I think when I cut it last night, I was like, I think I got everything. And so now he's like on his toes. He's like, oh boy, he's sweating it out. He's like, did that get bleeped enough? Which
you have a backup, right?
Just wait till we get the Masvidal sound.
Look, they interviewed him on SportsCenter in his car. Okay, Masvidal. Yeah, he was Skyping in his car. So he was driving, and me, like every time we have a fighter on, I don't care how together they have it, they let one slip out. So I'm just watching, thinking
it just happens.
Yeah, is he gonna let it slip out? But no.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I have ruined this. I have ruined this Bam moment. It's funny too, because then I go back and I watch the play. It doesn't feel like he messed it up.
Because he had plenty of, like he said,
right.
I had enough room. He had enough room, but I made it little tighter.
But he's right that Kyrie was there guarding him and never really left him. So that's why Bam was good. It was just left in a one-on-one scenario.
Well, I got to tell you, if you're on a different team, right, and you see Bam doing that, and you see Dunks in the corner, see, Andre knows that Bam is gonna, try to get on press. So he'll attack he'll go and help. But if you're thinking of another team, they're telling you, if you have two choices to double Bam or guard Duncan, you're guarding Duncan.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my.
Oh my.
Rats. Like Duncan Robinson explanations are straight out of black and white TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 790 The Ticket. Giving you some updates from UFC 261. Jorge Masvidal has weighed in 170 on the nose, so he is official in for the title fight tomorrow night. You have the champ Zhang Weili. She is weighed in at 114.5 pounds. She is official to defend her belt. Rose Namajunas, 114.5 pounds. She is official.
What's the weight?
We have Jessica
115?
115 for that.
115, yeah. Jessica Andrade, she's 124.5, so she is good. Valentina Shevchenko, she is 124.5, so she is official. And so the only person left, it looks like we are waiting, is Kamaru Usman to make all of the title fights official.
Yeah, half a pound to spare. They could throw around a cheeseburger.
Yeah, they could go
Really?
whatever they gotta do.
do.
So your Miami Heat are
Have
gonna
you
be back
ever
in
heard
act.
of a woman? Toby, have you heard?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh.
missed it. Kamaru Usman did weigh in. He weighed in 169.5. So the champ is in. All 3 title fights are official.
Woo!
Hey, question.
Hot dog.
Have you ever heard of a woman who struggled to make weight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it happens
There
all
was
the time.
that, there's actually one right now, Mackenzie Dern. She was having big problems making weight when she first got into it, and she's steamrolling right now. Like she actually ended up she had a baby, and then ever since she's come back, she's like made weight every single time, and she's just breaking people's arms left and right now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I would
she
tell
is.
you, in ways to go out, the arm bar is the worst way.
You think so?
I think
Get your arm just snapped.
I'd rather get choked out than be in an arm bar.
Just go. Shh, snooze, snooze.
Go to sleep.
You rather not know what
Snooze,
happened
snooze.
when you wake up?
Yep. Tap machine.
Tap
Did
machine,
you
tap
like?
machine.
I was watching the thing on Kamaru Usman, and he was talking about the fight that he lost. That he was thinking, I get a 6-month suspension if I go to sleep. So he tapped out instead. Is that true?
I guess, yeah. I guess that could be good. I don't know. Usually those medical suspensions that they ever hold up. So I don't know if it's but that's pretty funny if that's the case. That's a funny one. So your Miami Heat back at action tonight. They're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. They have Trae Young. He is going to be out for Atlanta, but Atlanta's been playing really, really good. Especially, honestly, really their turning point of the season was they had a back-to-back with Miami. They ended up firing Lloyd Pierce and hiring Nate McMillan, and they've really been really good ever since then.
Yeah, in between the two back-to-backs, in between the 2 games, they made the coaching change.
It's amazing to me because
Good coach.
there's been a lot of good NBA coaches that take jobs in these bum ass organizations, and it ruins their credibility. You know what I mean? Nate McMillan's always been an excellent coach.
Oh, I was stunned that they fired him last year. I was like, really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The Hawks were a team at the start of the season, one of the only teams where you could argue that the assistant coach is better than the head coach.
Well, any team that LeBron plays for, that's always up for grabs. No, seriously. I mean, think about all the guys that have been fired
You said it
while he was the guy who took over has been the guy on the bench.
Yeah, so Tyronn Lue, that was the first one.
Right.
Yep. Well, they and I think they're friends, so I think he actually asked him for permission. I remember that being part of the story when that went down. But they ended up, I think, winning 8 straight right out of the gate with him.
Yeah,
they did just lose their last. They lost their last game to the New York Knicks in overtime. Knicks are the hottest team in basketball right now. They won 137.
Say that a bunch of times.
I know it's crazy, but I mean, I love it because this is going to end up with the most colossal heartbreak.
Hey, that's what
of all time.
Hey, when
It
you
is. It is
the
like
Froggy fans. Well,
you think they learned?
I would say this, and I'm not gonna go all out against Knicks fans, although I do think they go a little over the top. But I do a show with you. And you are the equivalent of a Knicks fan.
Oh. What did you just say?
You overdo it.
What did you just say?
You go hard in the paint.
What did you just say?
3 words. Heat and 5. Remember that?
Except it happens.
Okay, but you say that for every series. You don't think that's a little over the top?
if I'm right, what's the problem? I don't understand what the deal is.
It did say that he did have the Heat in the finals last year. That was your early prediction.
It was actually. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you for pointing that out.
Did say they would win. You said they would beat the Utah Jazz. Which hey, a year later, that's not a terrible pick.
That's the Jazz's fault. And not only that, they only didn't win the championship because of asterisk injuries.
See, and you
always
wonder
gonna
why.
be that asterisk.
You wonder why I'm saying what I'm saying. Somebody said that what I just said is worse than cursing you out.
I don't even know what to say to you.
You're just not. You can't say. Look, it's okay.
I don't even know what to say to you. No.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say to you. You just called me the equivalent to a New York Knicks fan, and I got to be honest with you. You can go to hell.
Hey, I'll hold the door open for you.
Do I dance around the streets for being 4 games over 500? No. All right. Do I go out here? Do I go out here and say, "Oh, American Airlines Arena is the Mecca, bro"? No. Do I need a pat on the ass because we're the most loyal fans? I see this all the time. This is what's adorable about the Knicks fans. Can I just tell you? Sure. We're the most loyal fans there are. Okay, except your most loyal fan, Spike Lee, up and left you. So how is the face of your fandom who quit? How could you even claim such a thing that you are the face of loyalty in sports? Go to hell.
I hate to cut you off, but right now I just got a visual, and I'm thinking, what in the hell do you think the people in the 2 rooms next to you are thinking when you went into your full New York Knicks accent?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, man, you don't think you go over the top?
I think I go right to the correct level.
Oh, you think we're gonna get a call from Helwani soon?
Oh,
please get Helwani.
Wait, listen.
You probably
understand
see
this. Understand this.
I think he's banned. Isn't he banned?
Who?
Helwani. I thought Dana White banned him. Banned for life.
Oh yeah. That's what we can do when we don't like what people say. I forgot. We can just ban them.